What's up? It's Dan from Live Life. I'm back creating videos again, and this time I'm not creating videos about manifesting, which I still believe in. I think I want to go a different route. I decided that if one route doesn't work, you just try a new path. And it doesn't mean that whatever you're doing is not working or it's not the right thing. It just means maybe you need to reroute. And for me, my dream is to be on stage and to speak and to motivate people who have dealt with mental health issues, addiction, anything that people that have felt alone in life. And I felt alone. I felt isolated. I felt like I just couldn't connect with the 9 to 5 person or the just the normal people that are shooting the shit. Like, how's your day going? How pretty good. How's the weather? Like, those things just don't do it for me. I need like real honesty, and it's just really hard to find. And I think that sometimes we feel like we're alone. If you're like me, and those things just they don't give you that spark, and you just don't want like small talk, you end up isolating yourself. And I think for some of us, we just need real, authentic connections, and those are kind of hard to build. And so I started this channel and I started talking about manifestations, and it just didn't work for whatever reason. It just, maybe the way that I spoke, I wasn't speaking authentically. Maybe I was just not on the right path. Maybe it was the wrong timing. Like, we don't know the reasons why some things work, some things don't. And it just doesn't mean that what you're doing is not the right thing. Maybe it just means you need to try a different path. Maybe you need to try a different angle. So what I'm trying to say is that don't give up on something that is truly like meaningful to you. And if it's something that comes from the heart, not just, oh, I want to make money, I want to create a business, or I want to invest in crypto so I can have a house. And you have to get rid of those things, because those things, you're going to constantly be chasing them. And it's like when you chase a girl or a guy, like, you're going to constantly push them away. When in reality, when you just let things happen and you just do things from the heart, and you don't care about the outcomes, usually that's when things happen. That's when things unfold, because it's so natural. And before I was doing things thinking like, oh, I need to have this many followers, I need to make this much money, when in reality, it's now I don't really care. I don't care if anyone like watches my videos. Obviously, I'd rather people do, but I came to the point where I said, I'm going to do this until it works. And I think when you actually honestly mean that, there's no way you could fail, because there's how many we have this one life. Every day we get closer to death. And if you just say that this is what I'm going to do, you're going to get better, and you're going to find maybe your path will change a little bit, but you're never going to, if you say I'm never going to give up, and there's nothing that will stop you. But if you have this idea that I have to make X amount of money or X amount of subscribers, like I did, and then you do it for a year and you have nothing, of course you're going to give up, because you're looking at the outcome. And then you're looking at the hows. How am I going to do it? How am I going to get subscribers? When reality, you just focus on whatever it is that you're passionate about, whatever it is that's truly ignites you. And that's what I created Live Life, because live life in your flame, which is basically finding whatever it is inside you that gives you that spark, that flame. We all have something that's different. It's different from every person, but we all have something. We've had it since we were a child, and a lot of times it's there. It's this energy. I didn't create it. Like, I didn't say, hey, I want to be a speaker, I want to motivate people and help people that have gone through addiction or mental health issues, or that have struggled in life. I think it's just something that when I was little, I had this idea, this image of me on stage. And then when I was in college, I had the same thing. And I constantly kind of just tried to kick it to the side because I was like, man, I want to make money. And well, I did at one point, and I realized that I had to get that money, make that money to realize that that wasn't what I was supposed to do. And I think the universe has a way of showing us. And sometimes we just become very arrogant and we don't listen. And if we do listen, we have this energy inside us and we can manifest into it, and it just takes time. And I think that's the hardest part is the patience, because you're going to look for results in 6 months and you may not see it, but it may take 2 years or 3 years. Like, let's say I said, I'm not going to quit until 5 years. 5 years, give me 5 years. And in 5 years, if I don't have, like at least some traction or momentum, then it's obviously not for me. And I think in 5 years of me doing this, I'm going to get better. I'm going to get more comfortable. I'm going to learn more about just myself. And honestly, I think something will happen. Who knows what it would be? I'm not going to say that in 5 years I have this planned out, but maybe something just happens along the lines. And I think the universe has a way of just moving oceans for you when you decide that this is what I'm going to do. And it took me almost dying in Costa Rica to realize that, and getting staph infection and them saying they're going to amputate my leg, and then them saying that I could die. Then I realized, well, why am I doing these things in life that aren't meaningful, that aren't my purpose? Because I know my purpose. My purpose is to be on stage and speak, and to be a leader, and to help those that have been there, like struggled with mental health, which if their mind is just not the same, we're not built the same. We can't do the normal jobs that 99% of people can do. And there are a lot of us out there that are different, but the thing is that we just don't know, we don't see them. And often we're disguised, because no one would know that I struggle with depression, anxiety, addiction. I've struggled with anxiety and depression my entire life. And I have a six-pack, and I'm a good-looking guy. People would think like, oh, he's confident. And if anything, people would say he's arrogant because he doesn't want to talk to me. But in reality, I'm very insecure, and I have a lot of traumas from my father, just growing up and not having a good father or a good role model. And the thing is that we just, there are so many more people out there like you and me, if you do feel that way. And I think we are the people that are supposed to lead, because we see the world in a different point of view. We see the world for what it is, right? We see the world for the good, the bad, and we're not just trying to make our way up the ladder. And I think we need those people to speak out, to speak the truth, to speak authentically. And your voice is powerful. So we're all individuals, but when you suppress your individuality, you suppress your authenticness, and you just become like everyone else. And I think that's why it's so hard for us we feel isolated, because we have a problem with trying to meet other people, because a lot of times we'll meet people and we realize, man, they're nothing like me. Like like how many times have you ever gone to a place or met people and they've never asked you one question about yourself, or they don't even know your name, or how many times have you met someone and you're like, hey, I've met you before, and they're like, no, I've never met you, and you're like, I met you, and we had a conversation. And a lot of people are like that. And I think that the world is full of people just following whatever they see on TV, following the money, following successes, the nice car. Well, I filed for bankruptcy. I'm in a Range Rover, but I filed for bankruptcy. I have no money in my account. But I decided, hey, when you're at the bottom and you have nothing else to lose, what else do I have to lose than just going after my dreams? Just doing whatever I feel like is going to lead me there. And I think there's something actually very beautiful when you have nothing, because there's nothing that you can lose. You know, if I had a house and a nice job and payments, like house payments, it would be a little hard to just be like, hey, I want to do this 100%. But for me, it's like, well, I'm going to do it 100% because I have nothing else to lose. And I almost died. So if anything, that gave me a different perspective on life, to be able to say, well, look, I survived. They didn't chop off my leg in Costa Rica, in a third world country, like the most traumatic experience. And maybe I'm here for a reason. I don't know. But that gives me an opportunity to be able to say, I can keep going. Because if I died, there would be it wouldn't matter anyways. If I did YouTube videos for 5 years and tried speaking for 5 years, if I died, then it wouldn't be any different than me failing for 5 or 10 years if I did it for 10 years. But the thing is we're so primed to want things right now. And when we're primed, I'm the same way. And you have to realize it's just patience, because we get better. Like, if you think about what it took for me to get the body of my dreams, it was just day in and day out. And you don't see any results. Like, you see nothing. And if anything, if you just like slack for a week and eat ice cream, like I've done it before, and I'll lose everything that I took months and years to gain. But the thing is that you have this discipline to do it. And for me now, when I go to the gym, I'm in the car ready to go, is that you just do it. You don't think about it. You don't contemplate it. You don't have that other side of your head saying, don't go to the gym today, you're too tired, blah, blah, blah. But when I'm creating videos, there's this other side that says, don't create videos, you're dumb, you don't know what you're doing, like, who's going to listen to it? You're not going to get any views, what's the point? But if I can transfer that over, well, then you just do it and you don't see results. I got 5 views. I don't care. I don't look at the views. When I go to the gym and I do abs, do I look at my abs afterwards and say, wow, look at my abs? No, I just know that they're coming. And knowing that they're coming because of the work that you're putting in is manifesting in itself. You know it's coming because I work out hard. I know that my body is going to be, which it is I'm gonna have a six-pack. I'm gonna have the body that I see in my head, I visualize, because I'm putting in the work. And I'm not arguing with some days, most time I'm not motivated to even go to the gym, but I just do it anyway. Sometimes it's half-assed. It's okay. At least I've got into the gym. And some days are really good. But that's the same thing with doing anything, creating videos, starting a business. Some days you're going to be off. Some days you're going to be on. And if you have mental health issues, that even adds another thing to the whole mix. Or you have addiction issues. I'm fighting them all. So if you are fighting them, I think also too is, if you struggled with addiction or if you struggle with mental health, it's like you already have the strength to overcome so much, because those are the two things that I think like are the hardest things to overcome, because that's right in your mind. And to overcome addiction and mental health, anxiety, depression, I think those two things give you a superpower, because also you've been to the lowest depths that anyone could be, and you've seen how low things are, and you've seen the world for what it is. When you're at a little high level or normal level, like most people, you don't see the world for what it really is. It's kind of like it's just an illusion, because you're high. You're high. You feel like whatever. Everything's normal. But when you hit rock bottom and you see the world for what it is, it's like, dang, man, I'm dying slowly. Why would I waste the years I have on something like that I don't even care about? So and I think that the universe responds to the energy that we have inside. So the more that you do something, the better you get, the more you feel like it's going to work regardless of the outcome. We have to get rid of the outcome. The six pack isn't going to come tomorrow. It may take years depending on how your diet is, how overweight you are. But let's say me doing videos and going to Toastmasters or getting a mentor or something, that's going to speed up the process. So I'm going to get better, and maybe that'll help get me more views, more subscribers. That's just like a person who's overweight and they go to the gym. Maybe if they got a trainer, or maybe if they started looking at YouTube videos and learning workouts and dieting right, they're going to see results a lot faster. So I just wanted to say that, like, we have to understand, because I want things right now. I think I'm very impulsive, and for me to be patient and to basically say, I don't even want to see the views. Like maybe 6 months from now, but for now I'm just doing it to get better. If people want to watch it, people want to subscribe, that's fine. But I'm just doing it just to be better, and I'm just knowing that if I say I'm never going to give up, eventually something will happen. So my goal is to create a video every day and just go from there. I've already created like 200 videos and most of them got like 10 views. So if that's not discouraging enough and I'm still at it, then that means that there's something probably there. So because I'm not getting anything from this, and I think if you're not getting anything out of it, and you're still holding and you're still fighting the fight, I think that's where you build that resilience. So I just wanted to say that take the patience, and things take time. But once you tell yourself that, hey, I'm not giving up on this no matter what. Anything you come in my way, but I'm not giving up. I'll figure it out. I don't know how. The world, the universe will start to work for you, and some weird stuff will start to happen, and that's when you manifest. So let me know if you like this video. If anyone is watching this somehow, I don't know, but subscribe. I'll see you guys.